All right, I want to talk about rhythm runs. Rhythm runs in long jump is essentially your full approach run, and it should be at max effort. So it's simulating what you're actually going to do in competition. But rhythm runs, and using the term rhythm runs instead of just doing your full approach, to me it allows the athlete and the coach to make adjustments in key areas. So if I need to focus or key in on just my drive phase because I'm not consistently pushing out, then I can focus on that. Or if I need to focus on my transition, or if I need to focus on really getting upright, or focus on where my foot comes into contact on penultimate step, I can focus on those individuals. So let me give you an example. So if I'm a 12-step long jumper, so I take 12 total steps, jump off my left, I always start with my left foot forward. Okay, well, if you watched one of the earlier videos where we talked about the turnover drill, I showed you that, okay, with a 12-step long jumper, they're gonna drive for 4 steps, get up for 4 steps, and then turn over for 4 steps, right? So if I'm out here and I'm every time, let's say this white cone is where I start, I drive out, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is where I should be hitting the end of my drive phase and starting my transition. So I'm driving, this is where I start to get upright. But if every time I'm not consistent here, say I'm not driving hard enough and I'm starting to get upright too early, or I drive too far and I end up way out here, I push out too hard. What allows me, okay, I'm gonna have my coach making sure that I can focus on this. Once I get this set, right, I'm consistent every time I drive out the same thing, it's perfect. But then I transition for another 4 steps, and instead of always being in the same spot, let's say right here, I'm getting up, I'm standing up right away. So I drive, instead of gradually transitioning upright, I'm going boom, and I just get upright. Well, then my step's obviously gonna be off, right? So it allows me to then work on this second phase, right? So it's another checkpoint that I can use to work on getting in the right position. And it allows the athlete and the coach to make adjustments in individual areas. So I love rhythm runs because you can have no check marks and you can say, just go out and do some rhythm runs, right? Full approach, get comfortable, relax. You're not trying to break any records. You're just running your approach over and over again, getting comfortable with it. Or you can use it as a way to really modify or adjust individual areas and key in and hone your craft and make sure that you're at your peak and at your most comfortable position. So when you get to the meet, you're maximizing your performance and you're achieving your best.